Hello, I'm Kyle Loxton, joined by Kyle, and you're now listening to the SoulInsights Podcast. Let it rain, be the forecast. C&K coming through with a new broadcast. UK raised at a show on the dog tag. Everything changed, but we always stay on track. Straight face in the place, yeah, I'm on that. Every week a new episode on tap. Same phase, new pace, better contact. Socials, SoulInsights Index, we follow that. Follow that. Follow that.
Right, welcome back.
Hi.
Hello. We're going to do a get to know us episode today.
So he found some page where there's a billion random questions. So every now and then we will do a little 10-question get to know us, where we answer these questions about ourselves, and then probably have jokes, thinking what the other person's answers are. So
probably got to filter it in some way.
Yeah, we can't just be
can't
dark.
Completely get to know us because that's too boring. So, surface level,
to some extent.
But it'll probably be like a series because it'd be quite cool.
Yeah,
just to have some jokes. Weekly catch up, mate. Football match?
Did I have a football match? I can't remember when we last filmed. Last game we lost 7-1, so jokes.
Centre back.
The
last thing you were centre back.
Yeah, and the defence is changing again because everybody's useless. So, there's that. That's pretty much it. I mean, nothing else much has happened. So.
No, I don't think even the past week. I don't think too much. I've got I booked tickets for something in a couple of weeks' time, and then obviously we're gonna book some travel during this week. So our next week to catch up might be jokes. What we might end up doing, but again, it's just writing. Like I said, I'm in project mode, so
our lives sound a bit too interesting at the moment, don't they?
Yeah, I'm not really a social butterfly.
Yeah,
I don't see the point in it.
There is no point in it. That's why.
I just focus on trying to actually do something, which most of the time I can't talk about. Because one, it's either too boring, or two, I don't need to say anything.
Because what's the point? Who cares about anybody else's lives
right.
At the end of the day?
Speaking of people's lives, Black Friday is coming up.
Right.
Do you have anything in mind you might get in the deal? Have you seen anything that you actually are going to wait until Black Friday to get?
No, but now you've said that, I might wait until Black Friday to get my football boots. Actually.
Decent. What's what? Nike.
Adidas. I don't like Nike, really. I'd rather get Adidas everything. But I've found some that I want, but then, I could wait. I don't know. I'll wait and see.
Those boots are Bugatti, though.
Yeah, a bit expensive.
The Bugatti Chiron as well, isn't it, that mix? Yeah. Isn't it just an auction that you can get them, though?
Yeah, so there's 99 pairs of these Bugatti Nike crossover boots, or whatever they are. And, the minimum price is some weird online currency, but it works out at 1,500 quid. That's the minimum, and if you bid in, people are going to bid stupid amounts. It's going to be like 10 grand or some shit in that. So.
I mean, the fact that it's Adidas partnered with Bugatti is just a bit like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
But
Adidas, not Nike, then. Yeah.
I'm sure, yeah, exactly. No, I'll probably keep an eye. I might get some licenses and stuff like that. Some producers do some stuff.
Yours just music stuff, isn't it, that you'd want?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless something comes up that it might help with Christmas presents, but I've no idea. Normally Black Friday, you're just buying for sake, really. Unless you've got something in mind. Like you said, you might actually wait and see if they do go on sale. You might actually save yourself some money.
Might have some podcast stuff we need.
Because I'm seeing adverts already for it. It's mad, isn't it? It's like that Christmas is already being mentioned, isn't it?
As soon as Halloween was over.
Literally the following day.
Yeah.
Wow.
It always is. That's just literally what it's like.
So yeah.
Cool.
Right, music recommendation.
Music.
It is Smile High, Black, The Main Squeeze, Quinn, and the song is called Kinks.
Okay.
Let's go into the SI Pod playlist on Spotify.
Go and give it a listen.
Banging song. It's chill. So yeah.
Right. I'll start off just saying the PS Plus monthly games because they got announced, so they should be out now or tomorrow or whenever you listen to this. They might be out, who knows. I don't know the date exactly, but so Mafia 2 Definitive Edition, Dragon Ball, The Breakers, and Aliens Fireteam Elite, of which I will play a grand total of none.
None of them.
Yeah, they're fucking pointless.
Mafia 2 maybe.
Yeah, but you've played that.
Yeah,
because you had the
PS3
Definitive Trilogy, wasn't it?
I don't know if I played the second. That was just Definitive, the first one.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll probably play that.
We played 1 and 3, because 3 you had as well. But 2 we didn't have, which I think 2's the best one.
So there you go, you'll play that.
So I might play that. I won't play it because I think there's too many collectibles, I think. What Alien Fireteam, what is that?
I have no idea. It sounds like it'd be an online game, but
Maybe
Just
see what that's like,
Alien.
depending on what the style of game is.
Yeah.
But if it's like survival
Probably
horror,
shit.
which I'll go off, the game that I said from an Alien one is Callisto Protocol. Definitely
Which came
recommend
on
playing.
PS Plus recently. as
Yeah,
well.
it's so good. I thought it was insane. I could see why people say it's like Dead Space, but I think it's his own sort of game as well. I like the melee combat in it. It's quite funny.
Yeah.
And the
Oh,
death
no,
scenes are jokes. If
I
you
wouldn't
mess up.
bother.
Oh, it's insane.
I wouldn't play it anyway. Not my type of game. So.
Insane.
Coming on to game recommendation then. So just because it's coming out now, MW3 2023. Not the
Shit game.
GOAT version
Shit
of the
game.
original MW3, which was insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, the campaign's coming out. It's coming as an add-on. It's basically a DLC to MW2. On PlayStation, there's no Platinum Trophy on PS5 for it. If you get the PS4 version, there is, but PS5 there isn't.
So-
It comes up as an add-on on the trophy list.
What is the Warzone on MW3? Just MW2? Just an extra warehouse put in the map or
it'll be
something?
Warzone 2.
Good.
Because I don't see why they ever made a second Warzone.
Don't
It's
see why
like
they
making
even
it's like
made it.
making Fortnite 2. It'd be pointless.
Definitely not my style of gaming, so I'm not going to bother getting it.
A bit annoying.
I mean, the only
really.
reason why we got MW2 was shipment. I think that's Call of Duty is quite cool, but Warzone's just too
Blah.
weird for me. Yeah.
TV, I've not actually watched any of this, but Invincible Season 2, some weird little animated superhero thing, which is supposed to be quite good. It's got 100% Rotten Tomatoes score, so, or Metacritic, or whatever it was from the critics, so must be quite good.
Yeah.
So go and check that out. Film, I'm Leaving to You, American Psycho.
Yeah. So my Halloween that I watched, well, the Halloween film that I watched was American Psycho, and I think it's up there, one of my favourite films. So I'm going to recommend it to anyone watching it. It's a bit twisted.
Yeah, but that's funny, isn't it?
You probably, if you already knew about it, you know how weird it is. It kind of is like that, but I quite like the monologues and the way how his character is perceived. It's funny.
Sound. So go and check all of those out.
Christian Bale is one of his coolest performances as well. So, cool.
Right.
Done.
Book?
I just looked at that box. Is that meant to have like a red light showing on it at all?
I don't know.
But I think it sounds alright. You said the playback sounded fine, so I just stared at the box when you were doing something.
Fuck no.
Right, cocktail. It is Peach Blow Fizz.
Okay.
The Fizz family of drinks originated in the Deep South, along with mint juleps and Kentucky kernels. The recipe was devised as a pick-me-up for plantation owners who had spent a strenuous morning chasing young women around magnolia bushes. It was later adapted for the feminine taste with shocking results. Daughters of respectable families, inflamed by the new drink, were actually seen chasing plantation owners. The South never recovered. Of all the fizzes, the Peach Blow is our favourite. You take the juice of half a lemon, half a teaspoon of fine sugar, an ounce of double cream, 2 ounces of gin, and a quarter of a fresh peach. This must be peeled, or you'll end up with a Peach Blow fuzz. Shake with ice and strain into a tall glass of ice cubes. Fill with soda water and stir. Save the peach for later. It makes a marvelously intoxicating suck.
That sounds disgusting.
Sounds amazing.
As soon as you said cream, and then I thought, okay, we're putting a cream liqueur in, and then you said gin, and I thought, what is wrong with that? Like, why?
Yeah,
No, that died
lemon,
off for me.
sugar, cream, peach,
And gin.
gin.
No, that does not sound like one for me.
Oh, actually, have you tried that jam donut shot? No, jammy Dodger shot.
What?
Tastes like a jam donut. So it's raspberry liqueur, double cream, and then you dip the end of the shot glass in sugar. Banging.
I'll have to try that sometime.
Raspberry liqueur is that shambod, you know, that little
Sounds like
spherical glass.
sounds
bottle.
like it'll be a fucking strawberry milkshake drink.
Yeah, it basically tastes like a jam donut. So we'll have to try it.
Give that a go sometime.
Yeah, it's actually really nice. So yeah. Yeah, that's it, is it?
Yeah, it's you again. Book.
Oh yeah, before book, I'm gonna get you to read out something
Oh, fucking hell.
to get into the Halloween. No, not Halloween. The Christmas spirit. I'm gonna have you read out something which is jokes.
Unless you're religious, Christmas is another pointless time of year.
M&S did a highly controversial advert. Did you see that?
No.
Right, we'll move on then.
What was it? Kevin the Carrot again with his fucking dick out
No.
or something? Like last time.
No, it's just a lot of political stuff.
Nice.
So I don't want to go into it.
Jesus Christ, am I reading all of that?
Yeah, you got to read the rest of it.
What
so
the all of that?
yeah, we're gonna have you reading it.
Oh my fucking
Just getting
God.
the thing. Don't read the first two. Answer.
What do you mean the first two?
First two like lines of the note. Just go into the actual like block
Another.
of it.
Another night in silence. It's got me holding my breath. I can't contain the violence playing games inside my head. Got me ripping off my eyelids. Yeah, I need to see this mess. Yeah, I need to say, don't try this, but I'm drowning in my stress. You only see them in ultraviolet, where I'm at its lonely island. High alert, I can hear sirens. Masked up like I'm Michael Myers. Hands up, gotta put 'em higher. Stand up, picking out the liars rather. No point saying I'm scared, I'm your nightmare, call me Freddie K. No flex zone where I'm from. You ain't got to check, you know what I'm on. I aim for the neck, I come correct, no rest. Knock you out and I'm gone, cable tied and I can't describe what's coming next for the final ride. You're just a pawn in the game and all I say is enjoy your night. Shackle shaking, hear you cry. No escape, you don't know why. All you got is a recording, so use it as my reply. You figure out what this contraption on your head is you want to comply. So play my game if you want to survive and see the end of the night. I'm so excited like a werewolf howling at the moon. Don't worry, you'll have your company, your friends will join you soon. You need to try and focus right now and start making moves, because if you try to fight it all, all you'll hear outside is tick tick boom. This room might become your tomb. If you fuck around, you'll find out it's on you if you lose. I've been planning this for a while now, I'm smiling, leaving clues. Ain't no chance that I'm gonna calm down, doing jump rope with my noose. Premeditated, perfectionist, work with my work truly dedicated. Leave the body right in the dirt where they investigate it. Loved ones will say they hate it. That's when I pick up my gun and leave my ceiling decorated. Ain't it pretty? Got my demons by my side and they're all coming with me. It's getting lively and this vibe is fucking up the city. So take my hand, let's go run the show. I need a goth girl with big titties. It's a purge night, what a fun time with a VIP invitation. We escape death through all hell of it's no final destination. Throw hands up, we line them up, prepare for elimination. We got a taste of blood, getting caught in the sensation. Light it up, you fear the sight of us. When you say my name 3 times, you'll know my reputation. Come and witness a massacre. My chainsaw on the passenger. No Halloween on my calendar. Every day it's on rotation. I wouldn't say that's getting into the Christmas spirit. That's definitely the Halloween spirit.
That's the everyday spirit.
Well, yeah, you ain't wrong.
No, I've got some Friday things I'll clip up. So, you saying that?
Thanks for that pointless section of the podcast.
It's just a decent headspace, isn't it?
Well,
Right, yeah, okay. Next is
word.
Dictionary of Obscure Sorrow by John Koenig, and the word is... Oh no, it's chapter 6, Roll the Bones, Connecting the Dots of a Wide Open Universe. And the word is dystoria. A feeling of irrelevance from the broader forces of history, the sense that your life has no relationship to any great mission, no general hardship, not even an enemy feeling as harmless as a droplet skittering down a window that could have just as easily taken part in a tidal wave.
Is this like half the other words where it basically means you are pointless?
Yeah, it goes like the feeling that you are just irrelevant to any sense of history being made.
Cool. So people will look at life in 100 years and be like, well, that person meant nothing.
Yeah, basically.
I always get the ones that are basically life is pointless.
You know, they got that word from The Gambler, or that film, where he goes, if you're not a genius, don't bother.
Yeah, but how are you going to know you've
got plenty of other butty 9-to-5 jobs that need filling, so do one of them, unless AI take over.
If you don't try, how do you know that you're not a genius?
Exactly.
So
where do you even get the sense of know-how or go-to actually bother finding out, though?
You don't. You just
because you've got society squishing you into a little box.
Yeah. Just blend into society, as logic would say.
Fuck that.
Fuck life. Fuck everything.
But, yeah. Yeah.
Right.
The fact that you might not make any history whatsoever, do you really care?
That is 99.9999999% of the population.
Well, part of COVID. Part of history.
It's about as useful as the Black Plague.
There's another thing in Inglourious Bastards when he says, "Watch all the history books, read."
Yeah.
What decision you do? Quite cool.
Imagine in 30 years' time, everybody be learning about TikTokers' history.
You might lose your mind and massacre straight face tapes.
Yeah, it could
Make
be
part
a
of
part
history,
of history. Yeah, just become a serial killer.
So
you heard it here first, folks.
right, getting to know you now before you turn into a serial killer. Getting to know.
This might turn me into one.
Yeah.
Right, so as I said, every time we do this, we'll do it once every now and then. We'll do 10 of these questions, and we have to prepare, I think, because trying to think on the spot for some of these would be a bit of a bitch.
You probably get a better answer if you do think about it a little bit as well,
Yeah, exactly.
rather than just something off the dome.
So,
do you want to read out a question each?
Yeah, we go back and forth with the questions, but both answer it.
Yeah,
I'll read it as if you're answering it first, and then I'll answer it after.
Yeah, okay.
Like that. So, which scent do you find most soothing?
Obviously, when you're listening, you can play along as well, yeah? Get them involved.
Yeah.
But yeah, what scent do you feel? Mine, essentially. I said petrichor.
What's that?
Petrichor, and it is a pleasant smell that frequently accompanies the first rain after a long period of warm, dry weather.
I mean, you've just given me a
Banging smell. They make scented candles of that as well, and I've got some. Yep. So I find that quite a soothing smell. It's quite nice, not necessarily on tarmac, but like on woodland. You know, like even if it has been raining for a while, that smell of woodland's quite nice as well. Just rain on ground, the smell of earth.
So you've just made me change my answer.
Again, it's a mix of coastal breeze as well. That's quite nice.
Yeah.
When you know you're far down the coast and you got that smell of the sea, that's nice.
There's not a fishy smell. But
no, but it's just the smell of the ocean, but not fish.
So originally I said mint or lavender. Lavender's just the bog standard basic bitch. But mint, like as
mint chocolate chip ice cream.
It hits you quite a lot. But
Yeah.
it's also like a nice smell and it clears you out kind of thing. But you saying about like rain has made me realise freshly cut grass is banging.
Soothing smell.
But my first thing that I thought of as most soothing was actually fuel.
Permanent marker.
I quite like it. Like it's just like a smell, but you don't obviously go too mad on it. But just you get that little fucking petrol smell.
What sort of fuel though? Because you can go to, like in Morocco, that sort of fuel smell, and that's a bit grim. That
like,
blue smoke fuel.
You go to fill up your car at a petrol station in England.
Okay, the Western world.
What your hands smell like after you've used the pump, kind of thing. Like just a little dabble of
I know what
smell
you mean.
Yeah.
I think quite a few people, like you say, it's split, isn't it? I think quite a few people are in the same boat with that smell.
One worse thing I thought like
as like
that's on the best list as something that people would find pleasant, but I can't fucking stand is lilies. Lilies. The smell of like when a lily flower's opened, the smell of it. It'll give me a migraine.
Can't say I wouldn't know. I might know smell them.
We used to have them in the restaurant at work, one of my old jobs, and I had to tell the boss, I was like, if they're in there, I'm not. So I was like, either you get rid of them or I ain't going in the restaurant.
I like the smell of that's. I might have known lily smell. The smell of fresh fruit at market's quite nice as well. It's like a smoothie stand. It smells nice.
So orange was one that came to my mind as well.
Yeah,
the smell of like
nice.
a orange when you like bite into it. So
I'm trying to think of like aromatherapy. That's like jasmine and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. Or your weird like concoction
that's nice.
Stuff.
Something that like clears your sinuses as well.
The kind of thing that'd be mixed
it?
with green tea.
Yeah. Nice smell. Tea as well. Nice smell.
Yeah.
When you think coffee, to be honest, this might be a bit rogue, but I quite like the smell of coffee.
Well, I mean, there can't be any more rogue than petrol.
Yeah. But that petrichor's the main one for me.
Cool. Fresh grass for me.
What's your one? What's your most soothing scent? What is a language you love to listen to, even if you don't speak or understand it? Number 2.
So mine's not necessarily something that... Because people that would go for this is like, oh, this accent arouses me. And like that's where people would jump to, like, oh, the Italian accent's dreamy.
Love to listen to. Yeah, it depends. Define what you think by love. Like, do you just like listening to it, or do you fall in love with it? Like, I wouldn't say.
So,
you're not really paying attention to what they're saying then, because you just love what they're saying.
It's any Asian language, like Japanese, Chinese, and that. It's so different. It's so rogue from anything we can like comprehend. Like, you even look at the letters and you're just like, what is that?
Yeah, okay, I see what you mean.
It's so different that it's like, wow, like how is that a thing compared to how we're talking? And yeah, it's just quite interesting to see how different something can be. You could say the same about like, you say the Russian alphabet sort of thing, with obviously funny letters.
Yeah.
And then the Arabic language as well. But I think the Asian, yeah. So any sort of Asian language. So yeah, your Japanese, Chinese, Korean, anything like that. It's just so different and so out there that it's nothing you can kind of experience yourself.
It's cool because I follow one of the pages, he's a Japanese bartender, and he'll explain the cocktails in his language. But he made an amaretto. Oh, what was the other thing he put with it? But he'd say the liquor, obviously, in English, but then when he's obviously reacting, it's Japanese. So it's quite cool, actually.
Yeah.
I quite like listening to it. But mine is, it might be a bit random, but eloquent and well-spoken English.
So are you going to say like the Queen's English?
I
kind of like posh.
Like there's a podcast to listen to that Newlyweds with Jamie Lang and Sophie Lang, or Sophie Abu. I like her accent. Like the posh, or like the Lara Croft. If you ever played the Tomb Raider games, her accent.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I like the posh person English, but they're quite eloquent with it as well. So they know English, and you know all the fancy words. I just find it highly attractive.
See, I told you. You go something fucking arousing.
Yeah, exactly. I love to listen to if they know how to do that, and then I'm just thinking,
right. I think
But I see what you mean with foreign language as well. So I think the fact that it's so out there and you don't particularly know what's going on yourself, you're fascinated with that initially. So
especially really something like
like
Japanese, Chinese sort of thing. Like it's completely different. So, right.
So yeah, it's banter.
Oceans or mountains? Which one and why?
So
you have to pick one.
Before I go into it, I said you go to both for the same reason, would you? I'd go to both for the same reason. I don't know whether this is your preference or why you choose oceans or mountains. So the same reason is to escape.
To get away from people.
So one would be, because of history to it as well, the coast, ocean.
Right.
So I say, or anything with a beach, but I guess is it solely the ocean? Or something that's linked with an ocean?
No, so say you wanted to go surfing, I'd link that in with ocean.
Yeah. So let's say anything with a beach I'm here for, to be fair, especially with some surf. But it doesn't necessarily need to have it. I just like the coast setting, especially maybe abroad, like just to see what the vibe's like. Especially when we went to Morocco, like the coastal people. I like the whole vibe. The people are a lot more relaxed. It's not just the setting of the beach; it's what it does for people as well, which I find attractive, appealing.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But on the contrary, because we newly acquired snowboarding skill,
the mountains are cool.
The mountains sound quite appealing as well, to just go off and snowboard for a bit and see what the mountain vibe's like. But I think it's too new territory for me. The ocean, I kind of know what it'd be like, and around the world, I think it has that same effect. Whereas mountains, I'm not sure.
Yeah, but you've been coast for like your whole life, haven't you? Like that's the way you'd see things.
Well, I'd always look for one. You're traveling as well, maybe like go there. So that's I'm probably more drawn to that. Maybe on a boat in the middle of the ocean. I'm not sure though. I don't know if I get seasick. I've never done that really.
Yeah, I hate boats.
I've never done like a boat trip where like you're on the sea for like 2 or a month or something. I've never done that. Whether I might think differently.
That's a bit mad to be able to, for anybody to be able to say I've been on a boat trip for a month.
But I want to, we've obviously got the paddy skill now. Like to do like a what's it called, scuba diving trip where you're living on the boat for maybe a week. Obviously you must be back and forth to the area, but you might live on the boat for maybe 2 or 3 days. Just to see what the vibe's like.
For a big chunk of it, at least.
But I'll go oceans.
So, I've gone oceans as well, but not for any sort of reason as to you have.
Yeah.
This kind of contradicts a little bit for one of my answers in a later one, the fact that I've gone oceans instead of mountains. But there's so much that nobody knows about oceans.
Oh, right, so you mean like the dark, like the deep sea.
You could go so far down, you could see some proper weird stuff. Like the... those giant squid things in the Mr. Ballin story?
Yeah.
I can't remember what they're called. Just
like the beak
massive
and stuff,
squids.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, like you think like that's some weird thing. Even on land, you think like a giraffe's not a normal creature, is it?
Yeah.
Or a rhino. Like they're weird things. So yeah, you could go in and find like a 9-eyed fish down like low, or like the lantern fishes and stuff like that. So there's so much different like stuff that you could see in there. I know mountain wise you probably could as well. But obviously it's more explored, and the whole idea that the majority of the ocean has never been seen.
Yeah. Did you see what they discovered recently, where if you went so far down, they realised a pool in the sea. There was a pool, like there was water on the surface of something else in the sea, and if you touched it or went around it, everything would die.
Really?
Like the pressure of this liquid or whatever they saw, but it just looked like it was a swimming pool in the sea.
That's mad.
Like you actually saw the difference of the water. Like what?
See? Something absolutely random.
And no fish were around it because apparently around there they all just died. So I don't know what it was. Some mysterious, like, weird force. But yeah, the ocean's, I think, more fascinating.
Yeah, there's more to it.
I mean, the mountains are cool though.
Well.
And that's recent for us. Like, be recent for you as well, wouldn't it? Whether you're like a little posh boy that goes off on your little skiing trip, I don't know how else you'd know where a mountain is, isn't it? Like, it's easier accessible for us, oceans, I think. So yeah.
Right.
Describe the most captivating painting or artwork you've ever seen.
Artwork does not fascinate me at all, but when you said something earlier, it made me think of something that was just jokes, and the way that people actually see stuff is, remember that some company had a contest, the best dog picture.
Oh yeah.
One of them was real fucking detailed, like really good, and the other one was something that like a 4-year-old had done. And that one won, and it just looked so stupid, but it shows how society like
just finds the funny shit.
Actually like stuff, not necessarily because of how good it is, but because of like, oh, I had a good laugh.
Mindset.
I had a good laugh seeing that. Like, you could look at a painting and it's proper shit, but it resonates with you somehow. You could get a painting where it's just a dot in the middle of a canvas, and you just, oh, that's funny, isn't it? Like,
but would you not appreciate like the amount of time that might have taken to like blend all the colours and shadows?
Yeah, you can,
like
yeah.
That. But would you? I don't know.
At the same
like
time,
modern art, then, isn't it?
Okay, so this goes to show why put effort into anything. Something shitter will probably get more attention.
I don't know, because
TikTok, prime example, waste of fucking time.
Yeah. I'd see as you're live on it. What you do?
We're currently live on TikTok because we want to prove a point.
But I'd say the most captivating, when I mentioned to you, was that Michelangelo stuff, which I'm probably going to mention again later on. I've forgotten where I put it. But that sort of level of detail, where it's like the ceilings are painted, or the walls are, so you don't actually put a painting on the wall, you just paint the wall. I think that's more baller, don't you think?
Yeah, rather than just, I've got a
hang up a little painted. Just have an artist come in and paint your entire wall, just some mad setting. I think that's
like graffiti as well, though. You could say with that as well.
Yeah,
somebody's just gone to a random wall.
Again, that
and
could be
just
shit and
sprayed
absolutely ruined something.
Yeah, I know.
That goes down your theory.
You get some that are mad.
Yeah.
Like,
and sometimes if it's just some wank like stickman drawing of you could put it in a cool setting. Again, with artists, down to the mindset. I think you could make a stickman look cool, but you got to put it in a cool setting, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, but my captivating painting or artwork, when I said to you, I flipped the artwork to songs, because technically a song is a piece of art, is it not? And I said NF's concert, as that's something I'd really like to do in my future. So I'd find him his art captivating art.
It's an art form.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's just not because it's a painting. It doesn't matter, does it?
Oh, yeah, I said here. Michelangelo's sculpture is so detailed. So, yeah, like you said, the one where, like, if you raise your little pinky, isn't it, that part of your forearm, like, indents and stuff, the fact that he would sculpture that, and then you compare it to nowadays sculptures where it's, like, Cristiano Ronaldo's or David Beckham's or whatever. And it's just, like, the level of detail, you'd find it captivating, I think. Like, you just, like, that's mad. Or like the woman with a veil over her face, it was all made of stone, but like the fact that you can
actually looks
see
like
that.
It, yeah.
I said
mad
to you,
detail.
Bob Ross, you find him captivating.
Let's paint some happy little trees.
But like his artwork's decent, isn't it? Because the way how he describes it, like surely that's an art form as well. His whole entire show is, let alone just his artwork. Yeah. It's like him just saying it's your world, do whatever you want. Like you're drawn into his show.
Coolest artist going, Bob Ross. Hands down.
What did you say your answer was? You just didn't care. Everything's pointless.
No, it was those dog ones.
Oh, okay.
Because there's two sides to look at things, and people can be happy with either way, can't they?
That one makes art good, to be fair.
Yeah, everybody sees it differently.
Yeah, draw your own conclusions from what you see.
Right, do you remember the first novel you ever read? If so, what was it? And we're not going off some shitty little 4-page book that you read in school.
Or one that you're forced to for English literature.
Yeah, so this is like the first, let's say, proper book
that you wanted to take
that you actually wanted to read.
Mine was Into the Wild.
What the fuck that is.
Oh, I've forgotten the name of the author.
Well done.
But they turned it into a film as well, and it's my favourite film. So they based it off the story as like Christopher McCandless, where he says fuck everything and goes to live in Alaska, and it follows his story of how he just leaves home, burns all his money and belongings, and just lives in the wild.
Sounds
such
like a good plan, doesn't it?
Such a good film and book. And I that's probably my first book that I really wanted to take in and read.
You got a billion that go off the bat of that, haven't you? So go on.
My other one that was linked was Charles Dickens' Night Walks or Night Walking. I don't know where the book is, but it's around that. And then it's him basically walking this place at night, just taking in everything he sees and see how different nightlife is to day life, and see all the different individuals, how the world changes, and where that period of time in your day where it shifts from day to night, and see the group of people. Say if you sat in a coffee shop all day or a pub, you see the day people, and then you know the night started because the vibe changes, and you gradually feel the vibe, the noise get louder and stuff like that, isn't it? So yeah, that was another cool one. And then my ones that I'm going to start reading is Matthew McConaughey, Green Lights, James Ketchell, The Ultimate Triathlon, Don Miguel Ruiz, The Four Agreements, and Leo Tolstoy even, Family Happiness. So Family Happiness is the book that Christopher McCandless reads in Into the Wild. And then Matthew McConaughey, I really like him. I think he's one of my favourite actors. James Ketchell did The Ultimate Triathlon, so he travels the world on sea, land and air, all different ways. And he worked a little office job and decided just to say fuck everything and travel the world, which I think is highly inspirational. And then Don Miguel Ruiz is just studying the art of acceptance in your life. Self-help book sort of thing.
Fair enough.
So basically that's what they're like.
Fair enough.
What about you?
Fuck books.
Twitter bios.
I mean, I was say Harry Potter. The whole Harry Potter franchise is like the first thing that I kind of like
Harry Potter,
read
yeah.
and actually wanted to sit and read, but books ain't my thing.
I mean, type of
Really
novels,
rather not.
you got to be invested in the story, isn't it? I don't know, like none of them really are. They're just someone's story.
Yeah, but it's
like,
a book, isn't it?
it's not
at
fictional.
the end of the day?
Yeah, made up.
Something to read.
So,
I have nothing else to say on that. As I say, I don't like books.
but
They don't
we said before
fascinate
actually.
me.
I feel like it's quite a cool way if you like your reading it's like decent just mental exercise. So you're just familiar with words all the time, and if you wanted to go into writing and stuff, you're just always
help,
around words, isn't it? But you said your way of mental exercise was what again?
Jigsaw puzzles.
That's it. Which again is engaging your brain.
Yeah,
You're not just sat on
focusing
TikTok or
it's
something.
focusing on something. You're actually doing a task.
Yeah.
So, like reading a book, you're actually doing something, rather than just mindlessly scrolling
Yeah.
through shit.
I followed a page earlier on Instagram. It's called Inspired to Write. I think it's insane. But she said something, ways how you should use social media. And she said one was only follow accounts that inspire you. Which I think I've done ever since the get-go, to be
On what,
honest.
Twitter?
Just any
Oh,
form
okay.
of social media. Unless you follow stuff that entertains you. Because like, you follow some banter pages, not going to lie.
Yeah, my Twitter's
Like,
fucked.
yeah, Twitter's messed up. But like Instagram,
X, rather.
isn't it? And TikTok can be. There is actually some really useful accounts on TikTok.
Yeah, but most of it isn't.
But then Instagram is like, yeah, your feed could just be full of stuff that keeps you inspired. If that's completely up to you again. And your algorithm is you, isn't it? The only way how it learns from you is what you like. So if the more pointless shit you watch,
The more pointless shit
you're going to
gonna
get recommended. So yeah, find something that engages your brain. Somehow. Do a puzzle of a nude lady.
But I think it's you.
Right. Am I doing that?
6.
Yeah. Number 6. What is your favourite thing about your personality? Kyle Pilkington.
Exactly. I just went with the fact that I actually try. Well, yeah, I know it sounds pathetic, doesn't it? But I don't know how else to say otherwise.
Just blunt.
Yeah.
You just said it. That's it. I
The
actually
fact that,
try.
like, yeah, well, you see most people, like, I'll see people at work and I'm looking at them like, how have you got by in life? And they're like, right, if I've got something to do, I'll actually try and like do my best at it.
Yeah.
Rather than other people that are just complete waste of space.
Yeah.
I'm not wrong, am I?
Nope.
So.
Brutal honesty as well.
Yeah.
Okay, we could flip this as well. Favorite thing about your personality. I could do my point of view for you, yeah, and then you do it for me. There's like something that stood out that makes you you that I've picked up maybe.
Right.
And I would
Okay.
say with you, it's brutal honesty, isn't it? You would just say it how it is, and the fact that how people say it's Kyle Pilkington, you just say it. That's how it. You don't know. You just don't try and like brush
blunt.
over anything
Yeah.
because that's not you. You just say it how it is because that's what you're thinking at the time.
Yours is a bit similar, but I'd word it as no fucks given.
Yeah.
You do what you want to do, and that's it. Like, oh, I want to do this, so I'm going to go and do it, kind of thing.
Yeah. It's funny, I was saying that to Mum earlier, and she she was told, yeah, people were asking how come I've stayed single for so long. And she said, I'm happy doing what I want. I don't want to compromise for anyone.
Yeah.
And honestly, I've taken that. I'm gonna run with it.
So what's your actual?
If you actually find someone, then yeah, fine. But
what's your actual answer then?
my one is I've been told that I have a warm energy, and that's why I can talk to new people when traveling or at a party. People like hanging around with us. I've been told that. I wouldn't say it for myself, but some people say, because like you say, I don't give a fuck, and like you can be yourself around me. I feel like I want to invite that, isn't it? So you can just linger around me if you want. I'm not going to just randomly shout an opinion at you and just put you on the back foot or something. I wouldn't do that.
No, but then you've got the thing of I've lost my train of thought.
Warm energy.
You won't push anything on anybody either. So if they're not feeling it, you'd be like, oh, okay, yeah. And
Yeah,
you might go and find somebody else to talk to or something. Oh, clearly they don't want me here. They don't want me talking. So I thought, oh, that's fine. That's them.
Yeah.
I'll go find somebody else to talk to and like chill with or whatever.
Yeah. Or
You're not necessarily pushing yourself onto them constantly to try and make them do something.
Yeah.
So
because you could have some people like that, like manipulate, isn't it? There was a couple, yeah, not me instances, but some friends that I know what she said about what some people do, where they kind of like blackmail you or like say like, oh, you know what I mean? Like they try and just make you feel bad, so you would just say, I will do it then, sort of thing. Which it's effort doing that. And I said, what was it? It said not too intimidating. But I said, even though I have had that on some nights out, but that might be because I'm a lanky fuck.
Yeah, you're a bit big, aren't you?
So maybe initial impression looks like it, but if you actually talk to me, I'm not like what I seem. Hence why I want to grow my hair out, because I feel like it's got a different impression, rather than just some conventional short head, skin fade blend, which is not me, I didn't think. But yeah, same, isn't it? Favorite thing about you? I don't know. That's you to decide about me, because I don't like talking about myself.
Yeah, exactly. Other people get a better idea of what
for you, it's pretty honesty.
Is. Yeah.
But I feel like that's why the pod works. Like what we said earlier, wasn't it? We have two different mindsets sometimes, or like you like different things. You can see that someone likes that thing. You know what I mean? Well, I don't know.
It's jokes and
contrast, isn't it?
Exactly. Right. If you could have a fictional superhero for a best friend, who would it be?
My father. Ha! Batman, as the style is. Batman, I'd probably say. And he is a superhero.
He's a vigilante, but he is technically.
Batman's heroism is defined by his determination, commitment, and resourcefulness.
And you don't need superpowers to be a superhero.
Which I thought you might have needed to.
No.
But you just wanted good things.
There's plenty of examples.
So I said Batman, as his style is fire. Especially from the last Batman film. And I can have jokes with the Joker and Harley Quinn as well, because why not? Because they seem to be there. And then I could probably write a fire track with him called Vengeance.
Yes, you've mentioned Batman.
Yeah, call me Bruce Wayne, because I'm back with a vengeance.
Deadpool.
Banging. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Just Ryan Reynolds jokes fucking
Imagine a night out with that.
Yeah. And then you could fucking like punch a hole in his face and then it'd just grow back and it'd be
Jackass.
funny, wouldn't it? And then
Jackass was Deadpool.
You go the other way and you say Scarlet Witch or Black Widow or somebody like that, you know, for obvious reasons.
Are you friends? Do you really want to be
friend
zoned by that?
Them. You said Harley Quinn.
Friends.
So.
Friends.
Yeah, friends with benefits.
Yeah.
Both at once.
Yeah, better. Best of both worlds.
Deadpool can get in there as well. Moving on.
Who else would be banter? Who I could think of a superhero for you? The Hulk, for obvious reasons. No, I don't know.
Star-Lord would be quite funny.
Tin Can Iron Man. I don't know.
Rocket?
Who?
Rocket.
Oh, the raccoon.
The raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy would be pretty cool.
I can't think off the top of my head. Fuck. I'm trying to think of the Avengers.
Thanos.
Shield Man, Frisbee Man. Thanos. He's not a superhero though, is he?
Neither is the Joker,
some
but you
people's
said the
eyes.
Joker, so...
Yeah, he's a superhero.
No, he's not.
He's a superhero to my world.
Yeah, exactly. The villains are the heroes in my world.
No, superhero is Batman. Then I'm introduced into his world with Joker and Harley Quinn, because I think it'd be jokes. Like you say, Deadpool, you're introduced into the world of everyone. He's in the whole universe, isn't he?
Well, it's MCU, so...
Yeah. But Batman would do that as well, actually.
Technically, he'd be DC.
Yeah, the whole universe, though, isn't it? It's not just his own world.
Wonder Woman and that.
Yeah.
But technically, then it'd be the X-Men with Deadpool.
Yeah.
So that'd be like the closest one.
Fictional superhero. Yeah.
Right.
What colour would you choose to describe yourself?
Right, I did a colour personality quiz, and this is what it gave me.
Okay.
Okay, so you can tell me if you agree with
Decent,
it. Okay, so right, your personality colour is orange. You are creative, adventurous, and full of excitement. You are sociable and spontaneous, with a great desire to be accepted. You enjoy deep conversations and being a host of a party. Orange personalities have a fun, playful energy that people admire. Is that me or not?
50-50 that. Sociable.
I read it and I was like,
Can I just
off,
have
is
a quick
that
look at
me?
bullet points? All right, I'm going to say.
The bottom
I'm just
bit,
going to quick.
that bit.
Yeah. It's creative. Yeah, sure. Adventurous. Yeah.
To a certain extent, yeah.
Yeah, because would you solo travel?
Yeah. No, I don't know, but even just the ability
like
to go
and
somewhere.
do and yeah, sure. Full of excitement. Only on things you probably like.
Yeah.
You wouldn't just be an excitable person. Well, I'm just saying that. I'm not pointing the finger. Like that.
Yeah.
It's true though.
Yeah.
Sociable.
No.
Banter. Spontaneous. Yeah, sure. Like obviously book something like 2 days notice.
Desire to
with
be
a great
accepted.
Desire to be accepted.
I don't care. I ain't bothered about other people.
I mean,
They
it's a
can all
bit
fuck
sad
off.
if anyone has that, really. Deep conversations. Yeah, sure. A host of a party probably everyone just sucked. You'd be a host, but you would be
Nah.
a host that isn't there. So you'd host the party. But where's the host? Fuck knows. You know, like The Great Gatsby. Have you ever watched that?
No.
He hosts this party, but no one actually knows who he is. So everyone
Fair enough.
goes to the party, but they never actually see him. Orange personality is fun, playful energy that people admire. So yeah, you probably could. The M1, isn't it? I don't know.
But that's very extroverted character, do you not think?
Playful energy.
The whole thing just shouts extrovert, and that definitely ain't me.
I don't know, because once you're in your headspace, part of that is fine though. When you say
Yeah.
fun, playful energy, like you do stuff.
But it's
like
the
that you like
it's the
in that.
sociable side of things is definitely
But
not.
to the average person, no. I should have done that personality
It
quest.
took
isn't
fucking ages.
Is it?
But
But orange is alright colour.
I did my own, and the first thing I thought was blue because it's like calm.
Calm on the outside,
So,
inside straight
but
face tapes.
Calm and don't really get angry, not like openly angry.
Not
Or
angry,
not,
no, yeah.
Not that much anyway. And then it's conservative and structured. I do like knowing what I'm doing.
I don't think I've seen you angry. I might have seen you like rage at like some pointless shit, but
yeah,
like
it's always like
not a fight though.
petty
I don't
stuff
know if I've
and
seen you in a
that.
fight. Yeah,
Remember when I got punched in the face at school and I just laughed?
I wasn't there when you did that. What
Well,
happened
it was
to you?
funny. Yeah.
Or apple picking. That wasn't a fight, was it?
No, it was just some cretin. But you,
I should have done that colour thing. I just said black because I wear all
Dark
black
and lonely.
everything, isn't it?
dark and lonely.
All black everyone, all black everything. Everyone looks good in black, so why not? Wouldn't mind getting a blacked out tattoo as a way of representing what my mind goes like at times. I don't need any fancy designs.
Fair enough.
So-
I didn't. My mind jumped to black just because it's like
Everything.
I'm just gonna say dead vibes. Like
Not necessarily.
your mind's like dark and you don't really care that much
Yeah.
about other people's opinions, what they think, and that. So you are just kind of like in your own headspace, and that's it.
Yeah. I mean, you could do okay in a way that, like, if it's on the emotional level, I think. If it's like an opinion, I couldn't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
if someone's saying something, it's like, yeah.
What's the fucking?
But if
point?
someone's like suffering, I'm not just going to be a psychopath and just walk over them. But I don't think so.
There's only one way to find out.
No, I wouldn't say. It's got worse as I've got older, but yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, black. If I had to choose another colour, probably neon pink because fuck it.
Because you go from dull and disgusting to bright and bubbly.
Right in your face, yeah.
Yeah.
Not giving a...
It's either I sit in a room in the dark,
But again,
or
it's not giving
I
a
get
fuck.
in your face.
Because I could probably wear a neon pink tracksuit and go out in public wearing it.
I mean, you
I could.
wouldn't look like any more of a gimp than you already do.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. So with that mindset, I would go out and do that. Because how could you tell me anything worse than what I've already panned out in my head for myself? So,
right.
What is something... Am I
Okay.
doing it? Or was you?
You started, so go.
Okay. What is something you have accomplished as an adult that your younger self would be proud of?
The fact I actually do more stuff. So
I
I'd
actually
say
try.
more the confidence side of things. I've actually come out of my shell, as you say. Like, in fact, I'm actually travelling and I'll do the gigs and stuff like that.
What triggered it though?
Um,
Curiosity? Or just you feel like you had to do it?
I had the first moment where I just said, especially like that year when we went full on travel mode and we went billion places, where it was, I'll just say yes to everything.
Yes, man.
Yeah. I won't be like, oh, I don't know. I'll just, you turn around and say, do you want to go here? I'm like, yep, okay. Tomorrowland, to be honest, spiraled it. You said that, and I was like, fuck, I don't really want to, but I'm going to. Why not? I've said I'll say yes to it, so it's that, because I never would have when I was younger. Even like now playing football. Like, I wouldn't have wanted to when I was younger, because I was that type of people like that play football, that you get into the local football teams around here. They're always fucking horrible.
Yeah, it's like putting out there to... You probably like your group of people, and it's hard to go out to even the unknowns then, isn't it? Because then it's more just pointing fingers at you, doing whatever, isn't it? But then when you go to a festival, it's probably like banter, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's nice in the setting where you don't know anybody, and you're never going to see anybody again.
Yeah,
so
it's cool
it doesn't
vibe,
matter what you do.
Yeah.
So yeah, that the fact I'm more confident and out of my shell.
But do you reckon that's helped you then? You going off travelling, like to plan forward, like forward thinking now.
Yeah, but it even helps with like work and that. Like you'll actually.
You realise that nothing really means that much.
More openly talk to people at work and that, whereas before I was like quite quiet with it all as well. So
yeah, would you think that travelling opens your eyes a bit more? You know, when that girl came back, when she did a TikTok, it's not the people that have changed around, it's you that's changed, isn't it? So your little vibe that you thought of back home still carries on living their life, but you've gone out and witnessed stuff that you've taken that perspective now with you. Yeah,
and you want to change kind of thing. And
whether you want to change that or just you have grown as a person, isn't it? Not knowingly either. Sometimes
you won't be happy with the same old thing that you used to have that you were happy with. Your perspective's changed to, I want more from this kind of thing. So
yeah, like you said, you recommend go off travelling, definitely.
Yeah. Yours?
Just to see it. Still breathing.
Lovely.
No. Probably that I've actually tried to pursue music and not just imagined and fantasized about it.
Fair enough.
Because I've always been obsessed with music in school, but I never felt like I'd have the confidence to go on a mic.
Yeah, not gonna lie,
on a fucking stage.
I'm quite surprised by it, to be honest, because you used to be one for yourself and that was it as well.
Yeah.
Kind of like me.
Never like exposed. Like I don't want people to stare at like the whole room looking at me. Fuck that. You know that Eminem lyric, isn't it? Just want to blend in with the rest of the room. Maybe just point me to the closest rest. That is me. Just point me to the nearest door so I can get the fuck out of here.
It's like sitting, having to stand up doing a presentation in front of class.
I could do it now, though. I've gone to the point where I couldn't give a fuck about anyone.
And that, kids, is the mindset.
In that opinion, where I will just do a chat about sex toys in front of a lot of people or something. I just don't care.
Just talk about sex toys in front of a...
yeah.
I'm not going to finish.
Group of children.
We didn't actually, because he was talking about something else.
That's hypothetical. I'm never going to do that, am I?
Well, you know.
But, like you said, I think it is going off and doing the way how I've come out my shell is probably the same way how you did. It's just go off and do it.
Going off and doing stuff.
I think the first time I went off and did it was the snowboarding one where I went solo, saying I'm not might not have a chance of doing this again. What might happen in the future, I don't know. I might have the money to do it now. Maybe even if I don't put myself in debt, why not? And actually just enjoy yourself. Like enjoy your youth and your physical sort of health that you have now, isn't it? You might pick up like a knee problem or back problem that might restrict your access later on.
Gee, I wonder who you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but you still went off and did... It's not to the point where like you generally couldn't snowboard or something because your leg is...
No, you just get to the end of it and you're like, fuck me, how am I still standing?
So it's more just like you said, live for today. And as soon as you have that mindset and you've gone off and enjoyed yourself, that stays in your head, I think. Mm-hmm. I don't think I could plan that far ahead. So it's just like, why not just try and make the most of this opportunity you're in now, isn't it? Because you never know, things could get worse.
But, things always could get worse.
And then I said, from that, pursuing the music would be cool to transform like the pod of music into a lifestyle where I could look back again 10 years from now and be like, fair play. So if you did 10 years from now, we looked back
and realised that we sat in a barn and did all of that.
Yeah, all of it, music as well.
Yeah.
But if we could like pursue it even further now, seeing as you've got that newfound confidence. I feel like with you the travel as well, isn't it? If you have that newfound confidence, you're happy just to send yourself. Imagine like if you didn't do that and then I came up to you saying, "Is right if you just be cameraman for my gig?"
Oh, mad!
Could you just like shit your pants?
Probably. But I probably will anyway.
If you went to your school self now and said that. I mean, it is quite mad, isn't it? When you put yourself in the perspective. If I went to my school self and said, "You're going to pursue music," I'll just look at him like,
"You're fucking high, mate."
What are you on about?
Yeah.
So yeah,
right.
So you would say you're accomplished with that, because if you're trying to put it back to your school self now, would you think you're here?
No.
I wouldn't have a clue. I'm still as clueless as I was in school.
Oh yeah.
Like with what you want to do with your future, but like maybe your head's more switched on with the world and what's around you, and like how it's evolved.
Everybody's a child at the end of the day.
Yeah, but someone said
Just
when
trying to
you're an
mix their
adult,
way
isn't
through
it?
life.
You still have that child mentality sometimes. When that lyric says you lost your inner child, you could do that, isn't it? And just evolve. Depends what you've gone through, which helps you grow. Sometimes you've got to go through some crap to actually properly evolve. What do you think?
Yes.
Got to experience some tragedy.
Right. Is there a place in the world that you feel represents who you are?
Oh, it's hard, isn't it? I said probably like Byron Bay in Australia.
Oh, he's gone specific. Okay.
Or like Australia. Then if you're just going to say current country, yeah.
No,
Byron Bay's like where
I've not
everyone
even
goes,
said a
isn't it?
country.
Oh,
Mine's
right.
So fucking open, mine.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, sound. But I said it's something where there's like a beach vibe and no one really caring that much to be so serious about doing anything. So you're still living your life, but you're just living for free.
Way.
You know, like you're just living for yourself. Like,
yeah, in the way you actually want to.
Yeah, like you're helping others if you wanted to. You're just representing yourself, but you're not pressurized to do too much. You're just chilling on the beach as well. Like if you wanted to. So I think that might represent me. But I've never gone though, so I can't say that. So I said probably just the UK. Seeing as I've lived here all my life, I've probably got traits of a British bi.
It's because you are a British bi.
But I probably am like got that British vibe, which I quite like. So I like the British standard of stuff, to be fair. But you know what I mean? I don't know whether it's just all UK. Maybe Cornwall then.
Yeah, coast still at least.
Yeah.
Out in the wilderness, just literally.
We live in a tent.
Good microphone. Not necessarily live in, but that's just a place that represents who you are. It's not like you have to be there.
Out in the trees.
It's just that's like the mindset. So you're on your own and you're just left to yourself kind of thing. I'm never too fussed about being around people. I could happily sit on my own for a week and be
have more animals for company than people.
Yeah.
Which goes on to think we should do a Amazon rainforest trip. It's not actually too bad. I've looked into it. We'll have to discuss it, but it'll be on pods, I reckon. But it looks really cool because you go around the rainforest. It might be a group of people, or we could have it so it's just us going around with like a little guide, obviously, because you can get lost in the rainforest because it's a bit like the Sahara Desert where you go a little bit off and you could get lost.
Yeah,
you're not even not off the much of the track.
Yeah,
and we've gone to one.
Good microphone.
We've gone off to one wilderness where it's a bit wild, but
go on the other perspective now.
Yeah, why not?
Right,
it's a wilderness.
That was.
You should watch Into the Wild then.
Okay.
There we go.
Just keep chucking stuff at me, yeah.
America's like going Into the Wild, I think.
That was Get to Know Us.
Did you even get to know any of us?
Did we get to know each other anymore?
Don't know.
Only time will tell.
Maybe a little bit.
Just some Gandhi shit. And, right. We move forward to...
New music.
Here we
go. Not
go.
much actually came off, to be fair.
That's pretty shit, to be honest.
So, albums, Qualum, Mellow, Eminem, The Marshall Mathers, LP2, Expanded Edition, and Jungkook. Don't know what the name of the album is, sorry.
You've got it written there.
It says Gold Ben, but I don't know. I think it cut off. But Jungkook's new album.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Singles, Kid Cudi, Pharrell Williams, Travis Scott, At the Party, Mike, Malibu Breeze, Smile High, Black, The Main Squeeze, Quinn, Kinks, Brennan Savage, Everyday's Halloween, Pendulum, Scarlord, Mercy Killing, Joyner Lucas, 24 Hours to Live, Megan Thee Stallion, Cobra, The Kid Laroi, Bleed, and Kid Capici, Tamagotchi.
Lovely. Some wonderful selections in there.
Yeah, random. 24 Hours to Live is decent. Joyner Lucas.
I swear that came out last week.
It did.
Oh, fair enough. Right.
Fact and joke.
I've got 3 jokes because they're short. So, what kind of cheese isn't yours? Nacho cheese.
Wow.
What does a spy do when he is cold?
What?
He goes undercover. How does the moon cut his hair? He clips it. You love it. Right, fact. We're on football, and this fact does not resonate very well with what I'll say after.
Go on, Tottenham.
It doesn't affect Tottenham.
Well, you were just going to be silent then. Top of the
table. What do we think
of
Tottenham? Shit. What do we think of shit? Tottenham.
Thank
you.
Right.
That's all right. Football teams wearing red kits play better. The colour of your clothes can affect
That's a joke,
how
isn't
you're perceived by others and change how you feel. A review of football matches in the last 55 years, for example, showed that teams wearing a red kit consistently played better in home matches than teams in any other colour. So, can you please explain Manchester United?
Or any team wearing red.
Just Man United. At home.
But they're banging. They're on form this season, aren't they not?
I support Man United, so I'm allowed to say it. They're a fucking waste of space at the
I
moment.
support Tottenham, so I'm allowed to say they're amazing.
You don't. Tottenham is shit, and
I'm just following them.
shit is Tottenham.
I've got like the magical touch this season, see?
No, you can suck yourself. Right, I'm fed up now after
Right,
you've just said that. So,
tune in next week where we might be talking about
something.
Steve-O, I think.
Maybe. We shall see. Thank you.
Toodaloo.
Thank you for listening to another episode. You can find us on all streaming platforms under the SoulInsights Podcast. Please leave us a rating and review. Check out our socials, the SI Index,
TikTok and Instagram,
the SoulInsights Index,
YouTube,
SoulInsights.